I would simply say that I have failed more than you could imagine. I have failed forward and being larger and larger in terms of size of the companies and the projects we do. And one of those things that I think is part of sort of the failures that have happened and the lessons learned is how can you be more transparent and more open and attract more people to understanding what you're doing? And for the longest time, you could fake whether you're online, like how many followers you had, or you could fake how much money you had, or what the project was really being financed with. The one thing I love about the blockchain is the transparency behind it, right? And so the great thing about this project is you'll know what you get every day in digital rewards. It'll be right in your wallet every day. You won't have to wait weeks and months. And it's open to the world. You can see it there, clear as day, what the blockchain has produced, how many people are transacting on the network. You can see the projects that are built on it. And that's what I love about this opportunity is the financial world is bifurcated. And that is only the richest people have access to the best deals. And that's been the way it's been for a long time. This tries to level the playing field. It tries to say to you that you can verify your quotes. You can verify the number of shares outstanding. You can verify the property. You can get more verification, more trust out of the network. And so I think it's impossible. I have my own FOMO. I've been working on this project for 8 years. And I'm so compelled that if I don't launch it, it'll never get launched the way I want it to be launched, which is open to the world, everyone has access, and that it's clear, trusted, audited, and the whole world verifies it. I'll talk to you about missing out. You know, I was part of a system when we were mining Bitcoin right on a little computer. You didn't need a big rig back then, not a lot of power. And I remember our office selling 5,000 Bitcoin for $5. It's a big regret, right? And I personally, I think our company's mined over 3,000 Bitcoin. And if you do the math on that, how much money is that, right? I have been a skeptic for years on advancing technology, and it's taken me a long time to understand that technology evolves. And my sales pitch to you, my wish for you is for you to be part of this, regardless of whether you buy one node or whether you buy 1,000 nodes. I just don't think that you can, you know, if you look at the difference with some projects, some of them are really hokey. You know, they don't have any real world assets behind them. I love this project because it's real. It has real world assets behind it. And there's a level of commitment from the employees at the company, the employees at the blockchain, the employees at the DAO, that they're committed to this process of building a transparent network that already has firepower. So my hope for you is that you buy a node and you run it and you understand it and you help build and get your digital rewards and proselytize about it, talk to people about it, because it's going to happen whether you're part of it or not. The network's going to grow. People are going to buy nodes. The blockchains are going to prosper. And if you're not part of it, you're going to be left out. And that's a little bit of FOMO, but believe me, I have the FOMO myself. And I've had to force myself to say, I'm going to be more transparent. I'm going to do my loans and the transactions I do in the open air, the sanity, the cleansing, the sanity check that is what happens when you basically put sun on it, right? And you open it to the world. You disinfect all of it and you make it so that everyone can see what's happening. And I just think it's inevitable one way or the other. Now, if you think about governments debasing currencies, imagine what it's like to live in Argentina. You get $1,000 and a month later it's worth, $600. We don't, in the United States, we don't understand how great we have it. We're fighting over things that don't matter. But we're going to become a global economy. Now, I know Trump wants America first, and so do I, because I'm from America. But the reality of the situation is we're becoming more global. There's 8 billion people around the world, and they all want those U.S. dollars. And what we reward people in is U.S. dollars. Your rewards are backed theoretically by U.S. dollars. And you got to be part of it. I think you have to have some plan to have some part of your assets in software that runs a digital network. Be part of something that's unique and hard to be part of, because by the time it gets to the masses, I'm going to tell you a story. I just presented in front of about 150 people in Chicago, and I asked those 150 people, I said, how many of you have ever owned a node or know what a node is? Not a single hand raised. If I wouldn't have filmed it, you wouldn't believe it. Not one single person raised their hand. Now, I know one guy who worked for me in the corner should have raised his hand because he's one of our sales guys, but he didn't raise his hand either. But he should have raised his hand. But if nobody knows what it is, if you don't know what a node is, you're going to wake up a year, 2 years from now, someone telling you that they bought a digital node from someone, they bought a software node, or they ran a miner on a different project. The question is whether you want to be left out or not, but you will be left out if you don't own one. And I myself am going to own them. I'm so excited about that. I'm putting all my effort behind this, all my economics behind it too. Other than my house, I think I got everything back in this thing. So I look forward to you becoming a node holder. I look forward to you coming to our conference we're going to have every year if you're a node holder. And welcome if you buy one. If you don't, you're a skeptic, reach out to us. We'd love to talk to you about it.